Maddox McCracken with the three-point opportunity.
Presented by McLarty-Daniel.
Come see the largest pre-owned inventory in Northwest Arkansas.
Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it in McLarty-Daniel country. With 800 pre-owned vehicles at 6 giant locations in Bentonville and Springdale, there's something for everyone. Plus,
At McLarty-Daniel, you're protected.
drive worry-free for 7 years or 200,000 miles with the MD Pre-Owned Advantage. And when it's time to sell your car, we're ready to buy it, even if you don't buy from us. Have you visited McLarty-Daniel country yet?
Visit us online at McLartyDaniel.com.
Back it up right there. Freeze it. Touchdown right up the middle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
For the future.
Nails it.
Even if we never live to see the shade.
Even if we never see the shade.
We gotta plant a seed for the future.
We gotta plant a seed for the future.
Even if we never get the glory or the praise.
Let's go.
This is history in the making. This is where you rise. This is where you shine. This is where you become the greatest of all time. History in the making. This is where you rise. This is where you shine. This is where you become the greatest of all time. History in the making. This is where you rise. This is where you shine. This is where you become the greatest of all time. History in the making. This is where you rise now. Come on. This is where you shine now. This is where you rise. This is where you shine. This is where you become the greatest of all time. History in the making. This is history in the making. History in the making.
This past week, we had the most anticipated game of the volleyball season as our #1 Lady Wildcats took on nationally ranked powerhouse, Fayetteville High School.
I think it means a lot to our team, not just for our team and the players, but also for Har-Ber High School. I think that I'm extremely proud of our girls. We have a senior heavy team. We've got 14 seniors and 1 junior, and they've worked the last 3 seasons to really get into the position they're in. One of our mindsets has been taking it 1 match at a time, 1 practice at a time, 1 day at a time. As the season rolls on, we just got nationally ranked this week. We're ranked now 24th in the nation on one side, 28th in the other. And this group could let that get to their heads and get complacent, but that's just been our conversation and our mindset is to not get complacent. Don't settle for that. The game that matters will be the last one of the season.
After winning the first set, the Lady Wildcats walked into the second set with confidence, but were quickly overcome when Fayetteville took the second set by 13 points.
It was very important to us because every time we've matched up against them, we haven't been able to pull through and win. So being able to win in their house, especially in such a high environment with lots of energy and chaos, is really great for us, and it's a really huge thing for us, and I hope that we can do it again in October.
After the Wildcats took the 5th set in dramatic fashion, 20-18, the Wildcats finally break the losing streak against Fayetteville, which has a greater significance when it comes to the ultimate goal of a state championship.
It means the world to us. I think that was a big stepping stone that we took, and we're really excited. We're just going to keep that and keep striving forward into the state tournament.
Coach White and I are super blessed with high-level volleyball players, but also great kids that are going to work hard every day and hopefully continue to win matches, and our big goal is to win a state championship.
This win gives the Lady Wildcats the outright #1 spot in the 6A conference and pushes their national ranking to the top 30 teams in the nation. To see if the Lady Wildcats hold their undefeated status, be sure to follow us on WCSN for more live event coverage. For WCSN, I'm Cesar Batres.
Try the 3-and-3 meal at Slim Chickens. 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders paired with 3 perfectly fried wings, shaken in your choice of house flavors. Served with fries, Texas toast, and a medium drink. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Experience everything Springdale has to offer. Visit explorespringdale.com or download the new Explore Springdale app. It's the best place to discover all there is to do and see in Springdale. We'll help you explore our many eateries and attractions and introduce you to our shopping, arts, parks, and trails. You'll also find links to our great hotels and meeting venues. Download the new Explore Springdale app or visit explorespringdale.com to begin your Springdale adventure.
Hey Riley, will you come in here real quick?
Yeah, man, 1 sec.
Hey, so I'm just I'm looking through some film myself, and I was thinking if you would take a look at this. In other news, our Wildcat baseball team is going to face off against the.
Hold up. What are you doing with your arm? I mean, you're distracting the audience by your chicken dance.
Well, I just thought it would bring more attention to myself. No. Okay. Now we're going to talk about softball. The softball team, they did okay this year, and it's...
This is totally unprofessional. You're just spinning in circles, and it's not looking good, man.
Well, I thought that maybe the different angles would be kind of cool.
No.
Welcome back, guys. Here we are back in the Wildcat Sports Network studio. We're going to be talking a little bit about the softball.
Oh, my goodness. I'm done.
When I walk through the halls of my high school, I see the constant pressure to be a doctor, or go into business, or pursue athletics. What if there was an opportunity to be something more? Skills USA offers you an opportunity to explore careers that matter, careers that we need now. Hands-on trade skills like electrical engineering, construction manufacturing, architectural drafting, and even television productions. With Skills USA, you can gain these essential skills that allow you to bridge the gap from education to careers right out of high school. Skills USA. Champions at work.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Har-Ber's. Hometown fresh.
When you bank with First Security, you're choosing real support for you and for our home state. So friends, families, and fellow Arkansans find better solutions together. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security, bank better.
Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means you'll find less waiting where it matters most. Faster care in the emergency room. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge at Northwest Health System, Bentonville, and Springdale.
Here at Har-Ber, athletes make things run much smoother. Need a runner.
Two seconds slower than the last time, Chris. Come on.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Wolverine Arena at Bentonville West High School. Tonight's contest is a 6A West Conference matchup between our guests, the number 2 ranked Har-Ber Wildcats, and your number 5 ranked West High Wolverines. Before tonight's game, we want to take a moment to recognize the accomplishments of one of our players. While we know basketball is a great example of teamwork, one of our young men has achieved 3 milestones that we want to share with you. This past weekend, Riley Buccino became the first 1,000-point scorer in West history. He eclipsed the 1,000-point mark in a game versus nationally acclaimed Coronado High School during the Hoop Hall South Classic. Not only has Riley surpassed the 1,000 career point total, Riley has also become the all-time leading scorer in West history, passing former Wolverine and teammate Dylan Bailey. This past week, Riley was also recognized as a nominee for the prestigious McDonald's All-American Game. This is also a first for West High basketball. At this time, Coach White, along with Coach Scott Passmore, Dr. Debbie Jones, and Dr. Jonathan Guthrie will present a 1,000-point ball to Riley to commemorate this accomplishment. Congratulations, Riley, Riley's family, and to the West High basketball family. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the privilege of this game is made possible by those who have fought and continue to fight for the freedoms we enjoy. At this time, we ask you to please rise, remove your hats as we honor the United States of America by the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence, and then the singing of our national anthem by our very own junior, Mackenzie Schofield.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Mackenzie. And now the starting lineup for the Wildcats. At guard, a 6'1" senior, number 0, Miles Rolfe. At guard, a 6-foot senior, number 2, Cameron Maines. At guard, a 6-foot senior, number 10, Sawyer Jeffus. At forward, a 6'4" junior, number 15, Jacob Fontanopoulos. And at forward, a 6'5" junior, number 33, Nate Kingsbury. The head coach for Har-Ber is Tommy Deffelball. And now the starting lineup for your West High Wolverines. At guard, a 5'10" junior, number 2, Tucker Bowman. At forward, a 6'4" junior, number 3, Dawson Price. At guard, a 6'2" senior, number 4, Cade Packnett. At guard, a 6'3" senior, number 12, Riley Buccino. And at guard, a 6'8" junior, number 33, Tucker Anderson. Tonight's referees are Ryan Marsh, Ryan Dennis, and Mark Brenton. The trainer is Will Hanna. Assistant coaches for your Wolverines are John Mackey and Thomas Powell. And the head coach of your Wolverines is Greg White.
Good evening, Wildcat fans. Welcome to the Wildcat live stream as we bring you some action here from Centerton, Arkansas, here in Bentonville West Arena, as we are set to tip off here. West will control the tip. It's going to be Tucker Bowman with the ball. Hands it off to Anderson. Trying to get it out to Pacino. Pacino goes inside. Doesn't get it, gets rebounded by Maines as he looks to push. Pacino, we just saw before the game, Pacino getting the all-time scoring leader for the Bentonville West Wolverines. Wildcats looking to get him some zeros in the stat book tonight. Him just trying to extend that scoring output. Miles Rolfe drives. Puts up a little fadeaway, no good. We saw last game that same move done by Miles Rolfe to get the game winner against the Springdale Bulldogs. And that shot's up no good, rebounded by Jake Fontanopoulos as they're going to slow it down. Jermaine Tilford on the injury report tonight, not here with us. As Miles Rolfe will bring up the ball for the Cats. Looks like a little bit of a horns action. Or a high-low, I should say. Rolfe has it on the wing, guarded by Pacino. Gives it to Jeffus, who had an amazing game against the Bulldogs last game. The Maines in his range, guarded by Anderson. To Rolfe, guarded by Anderson as well. Kingsbury takes a long three, and good for Kingsbury to get the Wildcats in the entire game going here with the first 3 points of the entire game. Bowman will bring it up. Sends it over to Anderson. We heard starting lineups. I didn't hear a forward announced as Anderson hits the bucket for the Wolverines. They said all of them were guards or forwards, so no center on the court for the Wolverines, so expect a lot of threes up by them. As Rolfe guards against Pacino, or drives, I should say, in the corner. Sends it down to Kingsbury. He's going to get his 5th point of the game and is starting off hot for the Wildcats. As Bowman will bring it up. Gives it to Pacino. Looks like a personal timeout on the ref's part. They're going to take a little bit of time talking about it. Doesn't look like the shot clock was right. See, Har-Ber's not the only place that has shot clock malfunctions. There's some other schools that have it. That's going to be Bowen inbounding. He's going to send it into Price. Back to Bowman. He's going to slow it down for the Wolverines. Gives it to Anderson, guarded by Kingsbury. He's going to drive, goes inside. No good, rebounded and put back up by Anderson. Anderson listed as a guard, but doesn't look like he has any deficit at the height as he guards Kingsbury, but is still listed as a guard. As Rolfe is on the wing. Sends it to Jeffus. Over to Maines on the wing. Kingsbury in the corner. Guarded by Anderson. Sends it over to Cameron Maines. Gets a screen from Fontanopoulos. Just surveying, getting Wildcats getting a little bit irritated by the defense of the Wolverines. It's to send it down low to Jake Fontenopoulos. If there's anything that the Wildcats have been getting is just driving and just dishing it to the bigs. Only the bigs have scored for the Wildcats tonight, with Kingsbury and Fontenopoulos getting the only points. As Pacino puts in the 3. I mean, he has 1,000 career points. What do you expect? Miles Rolfe will dribble up for the Cats as it's tied ball game here, 7-7, with 4:45 left in the first quarter. Steve's a screen from Fontenopoulos to Kingsbury at the top. I mean, with Tilford out tonight, Kingsbury and Fontenopoulos, especially Chambliss, who has come off some great games recently, one against Springdale where he had 10 points and the other where he just had some quality minutes against Heritage. They're all three going to have to step up in the absence of Tilford. Inbounding Rolfe. Tries to send it to Jeffers, gets picked off by Anderson. It's up to Packnett as he finishes the layup. Packnett, yeah, I got it right. Hopefully I got that name right. That's going to be Rolfe dribbling it up for the Cats. Guarded by Pacino. Wouldn't be surprised if Rolfe tries to attack Pacino and get him out of the game early. Jeffers last game, one of the main reasons the Wildcats pulled away the win against the Bulldogs, had 8 straight points before the game winner by Miles Rolfe, keeping the Wildcats in that game. As Maines has it up top, picked up his dribble, guarded by Anderson. Rolfe. He guards against Pucknett, no time on the clock. Gets the and 1 play for the Cats as he looks to come from a down 2, up by 1. That's going to send Rolfe to the line. Looks like number 4, Packnett, will pick up the foul, his first personal, team second. First one's up and good for Miles Rolfe. So he extends the lead to 1. It's over to Price. Gives over to Pacino. Pacino not afraid to shoot. It's going to be Bowman up top to slow it down for the Wolverines. It's going to go again against Rolfe. Looks like it's going to be a foul on Rolfe, his first personal of the game. Looks like a little bit of a box set here from the Wolverines. You see Mac Wright, who last year took a huge jump. I mean, kind of came out of nowhere, if you don't mind me saying, and just the main bench scorer for the Cats. I mean, if anything, and I said it last game against Springdale, if anything tells you, it's a quote by Greg Popovich. He's NBA coach. It doesn't matter who starts, it doesn't matter who starts the game, it matters who finishes the game. And that's kind of the definition of Har-Ber. We can have some guy coming off the bench that can do a great job as the Kingsbury hits the 3, and then we can have him just play the entire game. It's just prove yourself. That's what high school basketball is really all about. It's going to be a drive by Packnett. Looks like it's going to be a walk before anything. Kingsbury to a really early start, on fire. 8 points here in the first 4 minutes. Great job by Nate Kingsbury. Miles Rolfe with the ball. To Kingsbury. Guarded by Anderson. Gives it off to Maines. We saw Maines in the last game. Didn't have too hot of a shooting night, but the Har-Ber used him more of a decoy to get the other people open, especially Jeffis, in the late running. As Nate Kingsbury goes up for the floater, and good for Nate Kingsbury as he's already in double digits here in the first quarter. That's going to be Pacino trying to push. Doesn't get it, but gets a screen from Price. Pulls up for a jumper. No good. Rebounded by Anderson, and up for Anderson. Right now the Wildcats just doing a lazy job on the boards, not really blocking out anybody, especially Anderson, just getting in there and getting the offensive boards. As Rolfe has it up top, gets the screen from Kingsbury. Wouldn't be surprised to see the Wildcats just kind of force feed to Kingsbury as he's the hot hand. Mac Wright doesn't get the 3, but Pacino rebounds. He's trying to get it out. Wright fell down, but then Pacino has it up top. Wildcats like running kind of a 2-big lineup with Fontenopoulos and Kingsbury. According to the roster, Wolverines like running a no-big lineup, as Chambliss will check in for the Cats. And so that'll be interesting to see how they really guard that. See some more perimeter play, and that's going to be harder to guard as the 3 is up and good by Anderson. Like I just said, Wolverines going to try to stretch the floor as much as possible, have the bigs of Har-Ber, Fontanopolis, Kingsbury, Chambliss stretched out a lot, so it's hard to close out. Right there, a perfect example as Anderson knocks down the three. Fontanopolis in the corner. Going to survey. Not his job to pass the ball as it gets picked off by Anderson. Just making fun of Fontanopolis. I know him a little bit. Pacino with the three up. No good. Rebounded by Fontanopolis. That is his job right there. Just a little short right there by Pacino, but don't be afraid. He has 1,000 career points. He will jack up the ball as much as possible. Miles Rolfe gets the screen. He's going to try to go against Anderson. Does. No good. Almost rebounded by Fontanopolis, but no. Bowman's going to take it up. About a 2-second differential with shot clock and game clock. Anderson pulls up for three. No good. I don't know really what the thinking was there. There was no 2-for-1 option, so just, I guess, one of the three. Kingsbury will take a seat as well as Rolfe, as Chambliss and Jeffis check into the game. 28 seconds left here in the first quarter. Wouldn't be surprised if the Wildcats hold for the last shot. And they will, so Maines will dribble it up very slowly for the Cats. A little bit of a 2-3 zone here by the Wolverines. A lot like a threatening trap here. A little hot potato. McWright gets the pump fake on Anderson, drives, sends it out to Jeffis, who's going to get the three-point opportunity. That's good by Sawyer Jeffis to end the first quarter on top, 18-14. We're going to bring it right back after this quick commercial break for some second quarter action. You'll be right back on the Wildcat Sports Network.
On the counter, finds a hole. Garrett inside the 5, touchdown Springdale. Shot good! Wide open Trey Smith, touchdown Har-Ber Wildcats!
Welcome back, Wildcat fans, and as far as I'm concerned, Wolverines fans, as we bring you some action here from Centerton, Arkansas. You can see the huddles right now, or I guess you can see the cheerleaders for Bentonville Wes. 18-14 here in the first quarter. Now, I guess the second quarter, as we're bringing you some action here in a little bit. Nate Kingsbury, really the name to watch tonight. He's done a great job offensively. 2 threes, 2 inside baskets, just being very aggressive early. And I said it earlier, I mean, Fontanopolis, Kingsbury, and Chambliss are going to have to step up in the paint scoring-wise and defensive-wise with Tilford out. Kingsbury just proving me right, doing it early on. So we're going to get some second quarter action as the Wildcats have the ball. McWright will inbound to Cameron Maines. Maines has it up top, guarded by Bowman. Jeffis gets the screen from Fontanopolis. Sends it down to Chambliss, guarded by Bowman. Tries to send over to McWright, gets picked off though. That's the hard thing of a zone. If you throw a direct pass, it's going to get picked off. If you throw a rainbow pass, it might get picked off. Bounce pass picked off, so it's tough to throw across traffic. Wildcats just doing it right there and getting it picked off. Pacino guarded by Maines. Now guarded by Fontanopolis and Maines. Over to the corner. Back to Bowman. Good rotations by the Cats. Back up top. 3 is up, no good. Pacino tips out the rebound, then it gets sent down low. Wasn't ready for the catch by Jeffcoat. Looks like that's going to be a foul on Jeffcoat as the Wolverines put in their only big on their roster, or their only listed big on the roster. Anderson will come in. So that's going to be some real big height here for the Wolverines as they sub in Anderson and Jeffcoat. So that's going to be a lot. As soon as they do that, actually, the Wildcats go small. So that's a very interesting approach by Coach Tommy Deffenbaugh. Very interesting. The Wildcats never really go this small with only one big on the court. No real power forward, but deciding to do it here with Chambliss as the only real big. Miles Rolfe has it up top. Sends it to Jeffis in the corner, back to McWright. Chambliss. Don't let Chambliss's frame fool you. He can shoot the ball. Rolfe goes against Anderson. Mac Wright has it against Jeffcoat. Goes inside against him, no good. So rebounded by Packnett as he looks to push. Sends over to Pacino to Anderson in the corner. It's up and good by Anderson. As Anderson is off to a hot start as well, as he has 12 points of the 17 here in Wolverine Arena. Trying to do some math. I mean, I'm not the best at math. You can ask some of my math teachers. Had a discussion today about that. They're trying to teach me some simple math. As Ralph has it up top, guarded by Anderson. Sends it to Jeffis. Tries to get it down low to Chambliss. He's going to go inside against Jeffcoat. Sends it back out to Connors. Needs to shoot it. He does not get it off in time. Looks like that's going to be a shot clock violation. Wasn't really aware of the clock there. The fans yelling shoot, but doesn't do it in time.
For the Wildcats.
Looks like Maines will check in. Sawyer Jeffis will take a seat. Wolverines still going with the big lineup. The Wildcats going with the small one. That's going to be Pacino, guarded by Rolfe. Going to get a screen from Anderson and Jeffcoat. Try to go down low, sends it back out to Anderson, the hot hand. He goes inside, almost gets the and one play, but doesn't. He'll go to the free throw line, shooting 2 for the Wolverines. He's being aggressive early on, has 12 points, looking to make it 14 here at the line and to break the deficit and make a 1-point lead for the Wolverines. First one is up and in for Anderson. I remember playing 9th grade, the junior high. I can't remember which one. There's so many of junior highs, but the Wolverines had a really good junior high, and this group has really matured. Anderson, one of those, as well as Bowman, and just they've gotten better. So have we with Jake Fonopoulos and Nate Kingsbury. As Anderson blocks a shot by Jed O'Connor. Sometimes they're getting on little random rambles. If you've ever listened to me commentate, and this is one of them. There's going to be Price set to check in.
Number 3, Dawson Price.
Takes out Jeffcoat. Hopefully I'm saying that name right. Pretty self-explanatory, I hope. Anderson tips the ball out. The length of Anderson really just kind of irritating the Wildcats on the defensive end. Rolfe will inbound. Looks like that's going to be a 5-second call right there. What I just said was the length of Anderson kind of irritating. Rolfe couldn't get the ball in, didn't want to throw the ball in and get a turnover and then try to push it, so he just takes the 5-second count. Looked like he might have tried to call for a timeout, but it was just too late. It's going to be Bowman bringing it up for the Wolverines. The Wolverines, while they are 1-2 in conference, they have had one of the toughest conference schedules I've seen. Playing Fayetteville in the first game, losing. Playing Bentonville in their second game, losing, and those are probably the top 2 in the conference, other than Springdale and Har-Ber. And then they play Rogers, get the win, and they're not a bad team at all. And now they've got Har-Ber, who's the top of the conference, so their schedule has been pretty rough to start off, taking on the top teams, as Maines will put up the 3, no good. So I don't think anything less of this Bentonville West team. They just had a very rough go-around here in the early schedule. Looks like it's going to be a timeout. Wolverines, we're going to take a quick timeout with them. We'll be right back here on the Wildcat Sports Network.
Clay Maxey NWA, it's just an easy, customer-centered experience. Right now is probably the easiest time that I've ever seen to achieve financing for people on maybe even a more expensive vehicle or more accommodating vehicle for their family. I've got the best inventory, I would say, in the state, and my people are not only experienced in the car business, but they're experienced in the people business. Whether you just check us out online or you check us out in person, we want you to visit us. Clay Maxey NWA and ClayMaxeyNWA.com.
Welcome back, Wildcat fans, as we bring you some action here from Centerton, Arkansas in Wolverine Arena. As the Wildcats are down by 1, 19-18, with 4:45 left here in the second quarter. And the Wolverines will inbound. Anderson to inbound. He'll inbound it to Bowman. As they're going to take their precious time as Anderson has it up top. Sends it over to Packnett. They're just doing a lot of cutters action. They're not really trying to post up as much, kind of doing a little bit of an iso ball with threatening shooters. And Anderson knocks in the mid-ranger, guarded by Fontanopolis. Really just trying to send some cutters, get some open three-point shooters, as well as just kind of run an iso ball for Anderson up top with the threat, I guess, as Kingsbury gets the screen from Fontanopolis, the hot hand who just got off the bench after taking a quick breather. Jeffis with a three, up, no good. Almost rebounded by Fontanopolis, but they're going to try to push. It goes to Pacino in the corner. Thought he was about to shoot it right there, but it gets a little bit of a trap. Sends it over to Anderson, the hot hand for the Wolverines, and he continues it with a three-point basket as he has 19 here in the early on. 24-18, 3:51 left here as the Wildcats take a timeout. We're going to take a quick one with them. We'll be right back here on the Wildcat Sports Network.
When you choose First Security, banking is just the beginning. Here, we take care of each other, making the community we all share even stronger. So people in Arkansas can build a life, buy a home, run a business, and more. Strength in numbers and neighbors. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security, bank better.
Welcome back again, Wildcat fans, as we're coming off pretty consecutive commercial breaks. We're bringing you some action here from Centerton, Arkansas, in Wolverine Arena, as Miles Rolfe has it for the Cats. Guarded by Anderson. Jeffis in the corner. Rolfe over to Maines, guarded by Packnett. He's going to try to drive in, gives it to Fontanopolis, but he can't hold it. That's Maines. Fontanopolis still on the ground, but Maines sinks the three. Maines, after the first two games, not getting much breathing room, getting face guarded by most teams, kind of off rhythm by that, but just trying to get his rhythm back as he sinks the three right there. Corner three by Packnett, no good. Rebounded by Kingsbury as they look to kind of slow it down, I guess. Coach Steffenbaugh not very happy with that. He wanted to speed it up. Rolfe going to survey against Anderson. Kingsbury up top. Sends over to Jeffis, who's going to get the back cut. Back to Kingsbury for the three. It's up and good for Kingsbury. Who said big man can't shoot? As Kingsbury knocks in the three for the Wildcats. 24-24, as Kingsbury has 13, Anderson has 19, the leading scorers of the game. As Pacino has it up top. We want to talk about leading scorers. Pacino, the leading scorer all time for the Wolverines. Bryce shoots the shot, no good. Rebounded by Kingsbury. Looks like he's going to pick up the foul against Jeffcoat. More on Price, I guess. It's going to be Bowman and Farnsworth checking in for the Wolverines.
And number 15, Jack Farnsworth.
As Rolfe has it, going to be a full court press, a light threatening of a trap here by the Wolverines just to waste some time off the shot clock. As they go into a strict trap right there, but then Miles Rolfe breaks it. Looks like the threatening of the trap kind of forced a 10-second call, as the refs weren't really counting, but they look up at the shot clock and it was 25 seconds, so they call it. That's also the benefit of doing that. It makes you think so much about, do I need to get past? Do I need to get past? Or what's about the shot clock? And then you just kind of waste your 10 seconds back there, and right there the Wildcats getting the turnover. Bowman has it up top. Fontanopolis tight guard against Anderson, gives him a little bit of room, and Anderson knocks in the three against Jake Fontanopolis. 27-24, as Anderson has 22 and the fiery hot hand for the Wolverines. Sends down to Fontanopolis, he looks to go in. Sends it out to Rolfe, back to Maines. He's going to go for the mid-range jumper, pulls up, and good for Cameron Maines. Pretty automatic right there by Maines. He looks to get himself going with 5 here in the second quarter. Kingsbury now taking on the assignment of Anderson. Pacino with the 3, and good for Pacino as the Wolverines are red hot from the outside. That's 6 for Pacino. Goes over to Jeffis. Rolfe up top, guarded by Pacino. Looks like it's going to be a foul on Pacino as Mac Wright's set to check in, hopefully getting some more scoring here for the Cats. If there's one word that describes Mac Wright, that's scoring. As Jake Fonopoulos will take a seat. The guard lineup here by the Wolverines really paying out for them as they have just lit it up from three-point range, especially Anderson and Pacino. Mac Wright has in the corner, sends it to Nate Kingsbury. He's also lit it up. No good. Rebounded by Anderson. That's out to Price. He's going to go inside against Kingsbury. No good. Looks like it's going to be a little bit of a late call right there on Kingsbury, so he's going to pick up the foul. Only his first personal, though. Team's fourth. But still, shooting foul. That's going to send Price to line, shooting 2 for the Wolverines. First one's up. No good by Price as they stay with the lead of 4 with 1:06 left here in the second quarter. Second one is up and good for Price as he extends the lead to 5 with 1:06 left. Maines has it. That light trap here still by the Wolverines as they look to try to trap more at the half-court line. They do. Maines gets it across the timeline. He's going to send up a jumper, no good. Rebounds himself, and it looks like he's going to pick up the foul. Don't know who that's going to be called on. I'll let you know. That's going to be on. That's going to be on Tucker Bowman. That's his second team foul number 6. That's going to be a shooting foul. So that's in Maines. I combined Miles and Maines. As Maines will go to the line shooting 2 for the Wildcats. First one is up and good for Maines. Be Packnett checking in for the Wolverines. 54 seconds left here in the second quarter. Maines will shoot the second. Up and good for Maines. As the Wildcats are going to do a little light pressure here, patterning the Wolverines. Anderson will drive. Pulls it back out, sends it Pacino up top, the other shooter. Pacino, there's only 4 scorers in the game. Anderson with 22, Pacino with 6, the other with 2 and 1. Anderson gets in the corner. He's going to drive against Kingsbury, tries to get it up, no good, but rebounds himself and puts it up. Just not going to be deterred, as that's 24 points here for Anderson in the first half, set for 48-point game right now. Miles Rolfe has it up top as they look to take the last shot of the half. 33-28, 11 seconds left here in Centerton, Arkansas, and Bentonville West Arena. Miles Rolfe pulls up for the jumper. Looks like he's going to pick up the foul on Price. Doesn't look like it's going to be a Price, actually. That looks like it's going to be on Anderson, which is going to pick up his first personal. And Rolfe will go to the line, shooting 2, looking to cut into the deficit of 5. First one is up and good. Oh, called it too late, sorry. First one is up and no good for Miles Rolfe and the Cats. It kind of tricked me right there. Went in, went out. Second one's up and good for Miles Rolfe. I called it right that time. Patino has it with 4 seconds left. Look to push. He's going to shoot it from the white line. No good by Pacino, and that's going to end the half. 33-29, Wildcats down by 4 as Anderson has hit a half of his life with 24 points, Kingsbury with 13. We're going to be right back to bring you some third quarter action after these quick commercial breaks. We'll be right back here on the Wildcat Sports Network.
I'm always a winner. I'm always a winner. I'm the definition of underdog who relates. Who people
slams it on the alley-oop. Got off, and Rolfe goes up, misses the shot. Tilford slams the rebound down.
I carry so much weight that you'll probably never believe it. I fade, I fall, stand tall. Some dream of greatness.
Deep three, and it's in for the Wildcats. Nate Kingsbury from the top of the key, and that's in from Nate Kingsbury. That's back-to-back threes.
Tilford says no. I heard the slap all the way up here in the cheek seats.
Definition of a champion. Definition of a champion.
Choose the Wellness Centers at Springdale Schools. The Wellness Centers in Springdale are perfect for students and teachers. Teachers can go during their planning period, and parents don't have to miss work for students to receive medical care. Offering sports physicals, kindergarten physicals, vaccinations, well child checks, acute care, and more. Wellness centers are located at a school near you. Wellness Centers in Springdale Schools, we are your medical home.
So, St. Matthews, his lightning fast speed.
No. He's got explosive speed.
Dude, he's lightning fast.
Sane, would you describe your speed as explosive or lightning fast? What? Dude, I'm telling you, he's explosive.
Lightning fast.
What's that? Lightning fast.
Lightning fast.
Yeah.
Presented by McLarty Daniel.
If you want fast, easy, and affordable service, visit McLarty Daniel.
Keep your vehicle running like new in our state-of-the-art service facilities. We know your time is valuable. Our factory-certified technicians with decades of experience will get you in and out and back on the road quickly. We service all makes and models at our 6 convenient locations in Bentonville and Springdale. Open 6 days a week.
Visit McLartyDaniel.com to schedule your service appointment today.
When accidents happen, our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge can mean less waiting and faster care. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge at Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post. From downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected and energized with Ozarks Go.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Back it up right there. Freeze it. Touchdown right up the middle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means faster care. And because we're full service hospitals, a lot more care if you need it. Less waiting, faster care. At Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale.
At Northwest Health, you can check in online for urgent care and ER visits. This simple step lets you pick a time that's convenient and saves your spot in line before you arrive. It's our new approach to the waiting room. Visit mynorthwestanycare.com.
For WCSN, I'm Ashlyn Grace Brothers. No, you gotta own it. You gotta be like, for WCSN, I'm Ashlyn Grace Brothers. For WCSN, I'm Ashlyn Grace Brothers. No, I'm Ashlyn Grace Brothers. Okay, I'm Ashlyn Grace Brothers. Better. Yeah, but don't you think I should add like so? No! Red, yellow card! Is she gonna be okay? Yeah, they always do this. Okay, so you said, I'm Ashlyn Grace Brothers. Yeah, just no. But don't you think that I should add something like, that's the way the cookie crumbles, or, ooh, okay, good one. I could say something like, no, just one more time. Okay, for WCSN, I'm Ashlyn Grace Brothers. Much better.
Presented by McLarty Daniel.
Come see the largest pre-owned inventory in Northwest Arkansas.
Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it in McLarty Daniel Country. With 800 pre-owned vehicles at 6 giant locations in Bentonville and Springdale, there's something for everyone. Plus,
at McLarty Daniel, you're protected.
Drive worry-free for 7 years or 200,000 miles with the MD Pre-Owned Advantage. And when it's time to sell your car, we're ready to buy it, even if you don't buy from us. Have you visited McLarty Daniel Country yet?
Visit us online at McLartyDaniel.com.
Back it up right there. Freeze it. Touchdown right up the middle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
definition of underdog who relates. Who people who
slams it on the alley-oop. Got off, and Rolf goes up, misses the shot. Tilford slams the rebound down.
I carry so much weight that you'll probably never believe it. I fade, I fall, stand tall. Some dream of getting far.
Shoot a deep three, and it's in for the Wildcats. Nate Kingsbury from the top of the key. Snap in from Nate Kingsbury. That's back-to-back threes.
Tilford says no. I heard the slap all the way up here in the cheek seats.
Definition of a champion. Definition of a champion.
Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means you'll find less waiting where it matters most. Faster care in the emergency room. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge at Northwest Health System, Bentonville, and Springdale.
Here at Har-Ber, athletes make things run much smoother.
Need a runner. Two seconds slower than the last time, Chris. Come on.
On the counter, find a hole. Garrett inside the 5. Touchdown, Springdale.
Shot good! Wide open placement, touchdown, Har-Ber Wildcats!
Hey man, you got a light?
Yeah, we can get to that. Do you know the average American spends about $2,000 a year on tobacco products, which typically translates into about $200 a month? All on something that makes you 30 times more likely to die from lung cancer. Knowing that, saying you're burning through your money is an understatement. 31 cents is the cost of a cigarette. 31 cents, big tobacco just bought your future. So want that light?
Nah, man, I'm good.
For more information, visit projectpreventar.com.
At Northwest Health, we've made it easier to schedule a doctor's appointment. Online scheduling for our primary care physicians lets you make an appointment at any time from anywhere. It's the new way to book your next visit. mynorthwestanycare.com.
Welcome back, Wildcat fans, as well as Wolverine fans, as we're bringing you some action here in Centerton, Arkansas, in Wolverine Arena. 8 minutes to go in the third quarter as we start off with some fresh action. If you're late tuning in and this is your first time watching, some updates here as Tucker Anderson for the Wolverines with 24 points in the first half. Now he's going to be picked up by the best defender for the Wildcats, Miles Rolfe. Nate Kingsbury also having a good half with 13 points for the Wildcats. Cameron Maines with 7. Pacino for the Wolverines only with 6. That's going to be Bowman inbounding as a box set. Gets to Pacino. Gets the screen from Anderson. Sends it back to Anderson, guarded by Jeffis. He's going to pull up for the jumper. No good. Rebounded by Jeffis. I like saying Pacino. It's a very interesting name to say. We got all the boring names here, but except we got Kingsbury, Fontanopoulos, and Rolfe. So never mind. I think we got some pretty interesting names here on this roster. As you get some random thoughts with me. Maines up top. Sends it to Jeffis. Down to Rolfe. He's going to post up Pacino. Goes inside, but gets blocked by Anderson. As Pacino looks to push against Jake Fontanopoulos. Goes inside, sends it down to Packnett. Gets blocked by the rim. Gets his rebound, sends it out to Price. He shoots a 3. No good. Rebounded by Fontanopoulos. He's going to secure it, and Rolfe will have it. Kind of a slow push. Kingsbury in the low post. Sends it down to him. Against Price, I should say. Looks like no foul's going to be called. It's just going to be out of bounds on Nate Kingsbury, looking for the foul, but not going to get called. 6:51 left here in the third quarter, 33-29, as no one has scored here yet in the third quarter. It's going to be Bowman. Gets a screen from Price. Go inside, but loses the handle. Kingsbury has it. Rolfe going to go. Looks to push. Goes against Anderson. No good. Anderson gets the block as he is doing it on both ends tonight. Offensively with 24 points and then 2 blocks in a row for the Wolverines. Dishes it down low to Price, and he gets the layup. As Wolverines just getting the first points of the third quarter as they look to pick up where they left off. Wolverines just running, we've talked about a lot if you weren't here in the first half. Wolverines running a pretty weird lineup here with only guards. I know Tucker Anderson's really tall, but he's listed as a guard, can really shoot it as Maines gets the bucket for the Cats. But just a very kind of shooting lineup, a lot of threes, shoot it at a high volume, shoot a lot of shots, and it's been working out with them tonight. Or working out for them, I should say, tonight. Pacino drives, gonna get the foul called. No going to the line, though. It's gonna be Sawyer Jeffers picking up this first personal team second here in the third quarter. Price taking a seat. And Farnsworth's going to check into the game. Had to listen for the name there as Pacino has it against Jeffers. Jeffers taking on the tough assignment. They're going to slow it down with 25 seconds left here on the shot clock. Packing it over to Pacini. Said it wrong. Said it wrong. I always surprise myself a little bit. Pacino, I should say. Maines has it. Down to Kingsbury. Loses the handle of it. Looks like it's going to go out of bounds. That's kind of a laugh it off kind of moment right there. But then Kingsbury is going to go to the bench and sit down as Chambliss will come in. Coach Eppenbaugh just a little frustrated. So is Kingsbury. Kingsbury got going early on. First quarter had 10 points. Second quarter had 3, so that's combined 13. Just a little bit of a rough start here in the third quarter. Bowman sends over to Anderson, guarded by Wright. Sends it down to Jeffcoat, no good. Mac Wright going to dribble it up for the Cats as they're going to slow it down. Chambliss trying to get some inside position on Anderson. Mac Wright pulls up for the 3, no good. Rebounded by Pacino. He's going to slow it down, guarded by Jeffers. Gets the screen from Jeffcoat. He's going to, I was going to say drive, but that gets sent to Farnsworth. He's going to go up for the jumper. No good. Rebounded by Mac Wright. Cameron Main's going to look to slow down or push. I can't tell. Looks like it's going to be more of a slowdown. Gets the screen from Fontenopoulos. Gets a little bit of sunlight. Doesn't take the shot. But he takes that one. No good, but almost rebounded. Oh, it is rebounded by Mac Wright. Sent down to low to Jake Fontenopoulos. He goes up and in for the Wildcats. 35-31, or 33-31. I can't speak, sorry. 33-35, 4:10 left here in the third quarter as Fontenopoulos looks for the 3-point conversion.
In the game for the Wolverines, number 3, Dawson Price, and number 4, Kate Packnett.
Packnett and Price coming back in as well as Rolfe. Rolfe and Maines don't really take that much time off the court. Fontenopoulos with the first free throw. Up and good for Fontenopoulos. Kingsbury going to come onto the court as well. He's going to replace Fontenopoulos.
Number 33, Nate Kingsbury.
35-34, 4:10 left here in the third quarter. Wildcats down by 1. Don't know what that was there, but it's going to be Wolverine ball. Bowman's going to bring it up for the Wolverines. Wildcat's going to be in that strict man-to-man. Pacino gets it. Guarded by Wright. Rolfe, heavy denial on Anderson. Pacino going inside. Going to get the and one play for the 3-point opportunity for the Wolverines. That's the big thing with the Wolverines tonight as Anderson gets hot early and you think, well, we can shut him down, we can shut down the game, but then here comes Pacino, their leading scorer all time for Wolverines, who's just going to come get you some buckets as Anderson gets shut down by Rolfe. Still, Wildcats can stay in this game a lot more if they do take away Anderson, but they just got to help on Pacino as well. You got to sacrifice a few threes. If they hit some, then you can't. But, I mean, just help over until the Wolverines prove that they can make those threes. Because outside of really Pacino and Anderson, no one has really scored, as they have 33 of the 38 here for the Wolverines. So at this point, you just want to allow the Wolverines, other than those two, allow the Wolverines to beat you and just see if they make the shots. If you're the Wolverines, you need to make the shots. So Rolf has it up top, guarded by Farnsworth. Maines has it, guarded by Packnett. Gets screened from Kingsbury. Kingsbury, very interesting, not going inside against Price, who is a little smaller than him. Kingsbury up top. Look to keep it against Pacino. He's going to go inside. Looks like he was looking for something, doesn't get it. Turnover. That's going to be pushed by there. Packnett goes up. Looks like he's going to get fouled by Case Chambliss. And he's going to go to the free throw line, shooting 2, looking to extend the lead to 6 here in the third quarter, 3:15 left. As Packnett will go to the line, shooting 2.
That's his second. Team foul number 4.
Packnett with the first. Up and no good by Packnett. So Lee stays at 4. Second one is up and good as it goes to 5, 39-34, 3:15 left here in the third quarter, as Miles Rolfe will have the ball for the Cats. Wolverines going man. Gets screen from Kingsbury, goes inside against Price. Sends it out to Chambliss, he's going to drive as well. Almost pulls up, might have got a walk right there, but got away with it anyways. Maines has it over in the corner, looks like it's going to be a push on Packnett. Maybe even Price. No, it's going to be Packnett picking up the foul. That's going to be foul number 4.
That's his second.
Or no, that's going to be foul number 2. Getting a little confused. The team foul number 4 for the Wolverines, as Wildcats will inbound. They get it all the way to the backcourt to Jeffis. Smart play by the Wildcats as Maines shoots the 3, no good. It's going to be sent to Pacino. He's going to dribble it up. Doesn't take the shot, but he's going to drive in. No bucket. As Kingsbury rebounds and Maines will have it, he's going to slow down the pace for the Wildcats. Rolfe. Drive against Anderson, sends it out to Kingsbury. Kingsbury guarded by Pacino. Maines pulls up for the jumper, no good. Rebounded by Case Chambliss, he goes back up, gets swatted. And so Anderson will have it as he sends it up to Pacino. So sidestep 3, no good. Rebounded by Chambliss. Just some sloppy play here by both teams, not getting really anything to fall, but doing a really fast pace. Rolfe with the ball up top, guarded by Pacino. Trying to get it down low, but the help defense is there. Steal by Packnett. He's going to drive, give to Anderson, who's going to take the 3 under duress, no good. Rebounded by Farnsworth, he takes the jumper, no good as well. Kingsbury, nothing falling for either team right now, as the score has stayed 39-34 for about 2 minutes. That's going to be Coach Deffenbaugh as he's putting it into the little rough patch here by both teams. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here on the Wildcat Sports Network.
At America's Car Mart, our purpose is providing customers peace of mind with quality vehicles to keep you on the road. And right now, we're kicking off 2021 with a huge sale, the New Year's sale. Drive away today for as low as $199 down on select vehicles. Ask about the New Year's sale or start your approval online right now. No matter where you are on your car buying journey, we're here for you, keeping you on the road. America's Car Mart.
Welcome back, Wildcat fans, as well as I'm concerned, Wolverine fans as well, as we bring you to Centerton, Arkansas, and Wolverine Arena with 1:43 left here in the third quarter, 39-34. Wildcats down by 5, Wolverines up by 5. Mac Wright will inbound to Miles Rolfe. He's going to take it up, guarded by Anderson. Tries to get it to Mac Wright, but gets it to Kingsbury. Get it to Wright anyways. To Jeffis. Over to Miles Rolfe on the wing. Trying to get it down low to Kingsbury against Pacino. He takes a 3-pointer. No good. Mac Wright gets the rebound, saves it out to Rolfe. Sends it back to Mac Wright. He's going to drive. Send it back out to Kingsbury. Just a little bit of frustration. Nothing going here for either team. That's Chambliss, sends it back over to Jeffis. Rolfe going to drive. Gets it picked away, but then Wright has it. I mean, just a lot of talking here by me, a lot of action, just some sloppy plays by both teams. Rolf gets the pump fake, goes inside, sends it out to Mac Wright. 3 is up and good as the first basket goes in for either team in a while. Mac Wright sinks the 3, getting his first points of the game. 39-37, Wildcats down by 2 with 45 seconds left here in the third quarter. Pacino tries to send it down low, but gets stolen by Jeffus. Here the Wildcats are. There they are. Just appeared. Rolf will dribble it up. Mac Wright gets the pump fake, drives in. He's going to go up. No good, but it looks like he's going to go to line shooting 2 as he looks to tie the game. First tie in a while by the Wildcats. If he gets the 2. Rolf, that's one of the biggest things for Rolf, especially at the point guard position. If he can just threaten the 3, doesn't have to shoot them as Mac Wright hits the first one. But if he can just threaten the 3, it just opens up so much more. It opens up his drive more, opens up passes. If he can work on that asset of his game and add that to his arsenal, Miles Rolf can be a very, very good asset for the Wildcats this season. As Pacino has it. Guarded by Jeffus. Gets it to Anderson, the hot hand of the first half. But hasn't really scored here in the third quarter, or hasn't scored at all here in the third quarter. He'll have it up top. Last shot going to go to the Wolverines as they look to hold it. Anderson sets the screen. Going to go over to Anderson. He's going to get the wide open 3. No good. Rebounded by Mac Wright. 4 seconds left to go. He has time. Shoots it. Doesn't get it. 39-39 at the end of the third quarter. The Wildcats finally tied it up. But we're going to go to a quick commercial break, and we'll bring back some fourth quarter action. We'll be right back here on the Wildcat Sports Network.
Ballpark Franks got their start in 1957. Right here in the ballpark. And with the taste of 100% Angus beef, passed down from one generation to the next, they soon became a tradition everywhere, bringing on the feeling of summer in every bite. Ballpark Franks, bring on summer.
Back it up right there. Freeze it. Touchdown right up the middle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back, Wildcat fans, as we bring you some action here from Wolverine Arena in Centerton, Arkansas. You thought I wasn't going to say the Centerton part, but of course I did. Got to say it. I mean, just a little bit of a shout out. We're not in a regular place. We're not in Bentonville. We're not in Fayetteville. We're in Centerton, Arkansas, as we bring you some action here in the fourth quarter. 39-39, tied ball game. About to say Wildcats down or West down, but forgot what the score was for a second. So tie ball game as Mac Wright will inbound it to Rolf. Rolf to Mac Wright. Gets the screen from Kingsbury. He's going to drive against Pacino, sends it to Chambliss. Chambliss up, no good by Chambliss. That's going to be a rebound by Price, and Bowman will have it for the Wolverines. He's going to look to kind of calm it down as they haven't hit a shot in a little bit. Anderson guarded by Wright. Sends it back to Price. He's going to drive. Looks like it might be a blocking foul, and it's going to be an and-one play by Price. He looks to make it a 3-point lead and a 3-point play by the Wolverines and himself. Foul number 5 on the Wildcats. That's going to be the 3rd personal foul. If you saw my shirt on the GoPro, we're going to bring you a little special edition. We're breast cancer awareness. That's what these shirts are. Go get you one. As Jake Fonopoulos will check back in for Case Chambliss for the Wildcats. Rolf will bring it up. Mac Wright to Kingsbury, back to Mac Wright. Wright has it, up top, guarded by Price, to Rolf. Rolf right there, I mean, he's just not guarded up top. He needs to be able to threaten that 3. Kingsbury going down low, sends it to Fontenopoulos. Fontenopoulos going to go up. No good, but he's going to go to line shooting 2. You saw earlier he had the 3-point play, but right there doesn't get it. Can't convert it, but he'll get 2 free throws anyways. He looks to shorten the lead to 1. That's going to be Anderson's 3rd personal, team's 5th. That's huge for the Wildcats if they get him out. A huge loss for the Wolverines if he goes out as well. And he is going to go out right now here early in the 4th quarter. It's going to be Jackson Prust checking in. Anderson going to take a seat. Anderson hasn't scored here in the 2nd half, but still a huge threat for the Wildcats. They definitely don't want him to get going. Fontenopoulos with the 2nd free throw. It's up and good for Fontenopoulos as he gets the 1-for-2 play. 42-47 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. Wildcats down by 2 as Bowman has it up top for the Wolverines. Little 4-out, 1-in action. Pacino guarded by 2, but then Bowman in the corner. Back to Pacino. He splits the defense, sends it back out to Packnett. Shoots the 3, no good. Rebounded by Pacino. Back out to Bowman. He tries to shoot, doesn't. Right there by number 24. I got to check my roster real quick. His first playing time of the game. That's going to be Brust with a 3-point basket. I mean, if you can do anything coming off the bench, it's definitely hitting a 3, and that's going to keep you in the game for a little bit. Miles Rolfe has it over on the wing. Looks to get a little big action down low with Fontenopoulos. Mac Wright has it, splits the 2, sends out to Jeffus. Kingsbury up top. Down low to Fontenopoulos, tries to get it in between, but doesn't. Mac Wright has it. And then just some sloppy handling of the ball right there, and that's the pick away. Packnett has it to Pacino. Almost a 3-point opportunity. Some people got up ready for it, but he's going to pull it out as Bowman has it. Wolverines don't look in much of a rush. Once they get it, they like setting up their offense, getting a little, some screens, some cutters, some great play by them, just some disciplined basketball. As I try to get some words coming out of my mouth here. Pacino with the 3, no good. Looks like it's going to go out of bounds, and Wildcats will get the ball. Sometimes when you don't have the girls' game to kind of give a warm-up and have a little fun there, girls' game getting canceled, you have a little bit of some slip-ups here in the boys' game. So I apologize for that. But I'll just keep talking as Miles Rolfe will bring it up for the Cats. Jake Fontenopoulos down low. Doesn't get it to him, but Mac Wright up top. Gets picked off by Pacino. He looks to go one-on-one with Mac Wright as Mac Wright gets the block on Pacino. Nothing allowed by Mac Wright. That might be a foul as well. It didn't look like a foul, but might have got him across the body. So Anderson set the check back in, and Pacino will go to the line shooting 2 for the Wolverines. First one is up and good for Pacino and the Wolverines. It's going to be Packnett taking a seat as Anderson checks back in. Sawyer Jeff is coming in as well as Mac Wright takes a seat. Pacino going to get the 2nd of the 2. Second one's up and good for Pacino. 47-40, 5:19 here left in the 4th quarter. Wolverines up. Jeffus has it. Need to get it across the timeline. They do. Rolfe has it under duress. Fontenopoulos can handle, but does get it. Maines has it over to Jeffus, who's going to shoot the 3. Good by Jeffus. A very timely 3. We saw a lot of those in the Springdale game with 2 threes in the 4th quarter. Hopefully he gets going for the Cats. They need a score like that here. But we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back to bring you some 4th quarter action. We'll be right back on the Wildcat Sports Network.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Everything. Welcome back, Wildcats and Wolverine fans. As a matter of fact, sorry someone distracted me when they walked by and tapped on my shoulder, but we're back. Very distracted sometimes as we got 5 minutes here left in the 4th quarter with some action here. 47-43, Wildcats down by 4. Sawyer Jeff is hitting the 3. Last game we saw it. I've talked about it a lot, but I just want to keep giving props because I mean, when you step up, and especially in a rival game like that there in the fourth quarter, it's just hard not to talk about. He had 8 points there in the fourth quarter to propel the Wildcats with the win. Miles Rolfe, of course, with the game winner. Might come down to a game winner in this game as well. Never know, 47-43 with only 5 minutes left as Price will inbound. But just Sawyer Jeffers, if he gets going for the Cats, they give him that shooter, they space it out, then they can get it to the bigs inside, and they can kind of play what they want to do. Coach Devenbaugh, kind of a big coach. He likes throwing it inside and working off that. So if Jeffers keeps hitting those mains, hits a few, Rolfe maybe hits some mid-rangers, the Wildcats can get going pretty quickly. That's going to be a foul. Price will go to the line shooting 2. That's going to be the 7th team foul, so that's going to be in the bonus for the Cats. No matter what, that's a shooting foul, so that's going to be 2 for Price. Price going to shoot the 1 and 2. Up and good for Price and the Wolverines as he extends the lead to 5. Packnett going to come back in. He takes Bowman's spot. Price shooting the 2, or the second of the 2. Up and no good. Rebounded by Kingsbury as Rolfe will have it. No rush. 4:37 left here in the fourth quarter, down by 5. Gets a little bit of an X action. Mains up top, guarded by Packnett. He's going to survey, maybe shoot it right here. Doesn't. Sends out to Kingsbury. Back to Mains, gets a screen from Kingsbury. Back to Kingsbury, he's going to take the 3. No good. Rebounded by Price. If anybody's going to shoot a 3 that I'm comfortable with, it's going to be Jeffers, Mains, or Kingsbury. And that's surprising coming from a big, but he has hit some 3s this game. I think he has 2 or 3 with 13 points. Hasn't scored since the first half, but just still, if anybody's going to take it, that's who I trust. Anderson has it. Going to go inside. Looks like he's going to go up. No good, but that's going to be another foul on the Wildcats. They pick up their 8th team foul. Jake Fontanopolis picks up his first. Wildcats just fouling a lot right now in this game, looking like it's going to come down to free throws in the late minutes. Anderson going to shoot the first. Good. That's going to be his first points of the second half. As he extends his points to 25, extends the lead to 6. He's going to shoot the second. Up and good for Anderson as he gets his 26th point and extends the lead to 7 for the Wolverines with 3:47 left here in the fourth quarter. Extended out a little bit. Wanted to make sure I got you the right one. Kingsbury up top, guarded by Anderson. Main's going to get the 3 off. No good. Rebounded by Pacino. Pacino's going to push. 3 against 3. Looks like Jake Fontanopolis is going to pick up the charge. Wouldn't be surprised if he's averaging a charge per game. That's the interesting thing. We say it every live stream because they prove us right every single live stream. The bigs of Har-Ber are charge takers. I mean, we've seen it with Kingsbury, Tilford, Fontanopolis. Just great at just sacrificing their body and getting the right spot at the right time. See a little stagger screen right here for Mains to get him open. Sends it down low to Rolfe. Back to Mains. Is he going to get a wide open 3? No good. Rebounded by Kingsbury. He's going to go back up and in for the and 1 play by Nate Kingsbury. I mean, if you can't get a 3, you might as well get an and 1 play. That's Kingsbury's motto right there. Chambliss going to check in as well. Mac Wright going to check in for Cameron Mains. He's going to take a quick breather. Kingsbury looking for the 3-point conversion. It's up and good for Kingsbury and the Cats as they cut the lead down to 4, 50-46 with 3:11 left here in the fourth quarter. Bowman has it up top, guarded by Wright. Rejects the screen. Sends it back to Price. A little bit of a switch man here. It is a switch man. Pacino guarded by Jeffers. Anderson guarded by Rolfe. He's going to drive. Tries to get it out, but gets it to Pacino. He's going to drive in. Back out to Anderson. He gets a little bit of room, and that's good for Anderson, who has been lights out from the 3-point line tonight. He gets his 29th point of the night and extends the lead to 7 with 2:40 left here in the fourth quarter. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here on the Wildcat Sports Network.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Welcome back, Wildcat fans, as well as Wolverine fans, if you're tuning in to WCSN. 2:40 left here in the fourth quarter as the Wildcats are down by 7. I said it earlier as I was looking at the rankings. You see the score graphic on the screen. Eventually, Wolverines 5th, Wildcats 1st. Wildcats deservingly so. They beat pretty much the top 2 teams with Bentonville and Springdale, but Wolverines have had a very tough schedule this year. They've had Fayetteville to start off with, Glasper, Bentonville with Lee, taking those 2 losses, and then they go against Will Liddell and Rogers and win that game, and that's a huge win for them. And now they're taking on the first-seeded Wildcats, just a massive schedule for them. So, I mean, just don't take anything off this team, as right now they have a 7-point lead against the first-seeded Wildcats. Jeffers gets free. Sends it down to Rolfe. He's going to go against Pacino. Looks like he's going to pick up the charge violation. So that's going to be Bentonville ball, or Bentonville West ball. Talking a little too much about the different schools, so said Bentonville. We're not even in Bentonville right now. We're in Centerton, Arkansas. I know I've said it a lot this live stream. I like saying that. That's going to be Bowman bringing it up for the Wolverines, guarded by Mac Wright. Gets a screen from Price and Anderson to Pacino. Wouldn't be surprised if they try to get Anderson another shot. Packner goes inside, sends it to Price, and Price gets a layup for the easy play and the easy bucket for the Wolverines, as the Wildcats need to stop the bleeding quick. Rolfe up top. Goes to the wing, trying to get some down low action, but sends it to Kingsbury. Gets it to Jefferson in the corner, but that's going to be a turnover stolen by Packner. And Bowman will have it for the Wolverines as they kind of slow it down. No rush for them. Fontenopoulos will check it in. Kind of a rush here for the Wildcats. Gets the screen from Price. He's going to drive. Sends it back out to Anderson. He breaks right, goes up. No good, but that's going to be a charge drawn by Nate Kingsbury. Like I said earlier, and I love when I get proven right by some players, Kingsbury takes the charge. The big man of Har-Ber, very good at taking charges. Jacob Fontenopoulos replacing Kingsbury after Kingsbury got the turnover. Rolfe will dribble it up for the Cats. 1:30 left here in the fourth quarter, down by 9. Mac Wright shoots a 3. No good. Gets tipped out by Chambliss, and that's going to be Wolverine ball. I mean, you got 1:20 left. You can either go for some really quick 2s or you can just jack it up from 3. Wouldn't be opposed to either thing, as you're down by 9. You just got to score quickly. That's the motto. Has to be the motto here in the fourth quarter. Bowman has it, guarded by Wright. Wright trying to get a quick steal, doesn't. But he does get the tip out right there, but that's going to stay possession with the Wolverines. It's going to be Anderson inbounding. Main set to check back in. He does. He's going to check back in for Case Chambliss, so that's going to be a really small lineup, a shooting lineup here for the Wildcats. Fontenopoulos, the only big. Bowman guarded by Mac Wright as he looks to get something quick. So down to Pacino. He's going to get a dunk. The first dunk of the game, and at a timely moment for the Wolverines. Maines has it. He's going to drive, put up the layup, and good for Maines as he gets the shooter's touch on the layup. Looks like it's going to be a timeout called by Coach Deffenbaugh and the Wildcats. We're going to take a quick timeout with them. We'll be right back here on the Wildcat Sports Network.
Back it up right there. Freeze it.
Touchdown right up the middle.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means faster care. And because we're full service hospitals, a lot more care if you need it. Less waiting, faster care. At Northwest Health System, Bentonville and Springdale.
Welcome back, Wildcat fans. as well as Bentonville West fans, if you're tuning in. We're in Centerton, Arkansas, in Bentonville West Arena, as Bentonville West will inbound the ball. 52 seconds left here in the fourth quarter, 57-48. West up by 9 as the Wildcats look to score quick. And Bentonville West looks to not allow them to do that. As Bowman will bring it up, guarded by Maines. It's going to be some heavy pressure here by the Wildcats. Rolf Garden Anderson has some open space, takes a 3 and up for Anderson, and good for Anderson as he gets 32 for the night. Just a great game by him. Cameron Maines goes and go inside, but he gets blocked by Pacino. Pacino coming off the dunk and then the block. And he gets Wolverine Arena up and going, and that's going to be the silencers for the Wolverines. Wildcats will inbound as the line set for the Cats. Looks like it's going to be rebounded. Pacino, that might be the game as they look to maybe score quick as Bowman just dribbles it. Nope, they're going to dribble it out. That's going to be the ball game. 60-48. Wolverines pull away with a 12-point lead against the Wildcats. Wildcats with no Tilford tonight. Might be the factor, you never know. But that's going to be Anderson's game of his life maybe with 32 points. Pacino's supposed to be the scorer. He has 13. And Anderson just converts an amazing game from the three-point line, from inside, just scoring everywhere. Nate Kingsbury had 13 early on, but just wasn't able to catch fire like he did in the first half and the second half. So that's going to do it for us tonight. On behalf of the superintendent, Dr. Jarrett Cleveland, athletic director Wayne Stellick, I'm Connor Jenkins. We'll see you next time. It's up, it's in. Maddox McCracken with the three-point opportunity.